What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got products from Reign of Jafar. The official Disney Lorcana website has gone, hey, you know what, we haven't shown you these products yet. How about we show you them now? And I, for one, am delighted about this. Now, there's a few things we're going to talk about in this video, but I think there is one obvious starting point here. And that is the Illumineer's Quest Palace Heist, because of course we had an Illumineer's Quest previously. This is not the first time this has ever happened. It is, however, the second time it's happened and the first since Ursula's return. Now, I want to say I predicted on this channel that this would happen, and it wasn't exactly some massive clairvoyant prediction. Ursula's return is a set which was named after a villain, and we had an Illumineer's Quest, a cooperative or single-player way to play the game against, I suppose, procedural opponents, where the game kind of plays itself. Well, yeah. Now we got a second set named after a villain, and in a shocking twist of fate, it's happening. I mean, come on. This was always going to be the case. I would have been extremely surprised if we hadn't had another Illumineer's Quest, but that doesn't mean I'm not happy that it's here. Now, essentially what's happened on the Lorcana website is they've shown us the products, by which I mean they've given us names and images. That's it. That's what we've got. Just as a reminder, the pre-release here is on the 30th of May, and the wide release is on June the 6th. We're not actually getting this until after Arcasia's Island. Remember, Arcasia's Island is actually coming first. This is not the next set out, but it is news that's going to be revealed today, so what am I going to do? Not show it to you? Nah, mate. Doesn't sound like me. So, we don't know too much about this, but honestly, I think it's incredibly fair at this point to assume it's going to be just like the Illumineer's Quest we had last time. It's going to be a similar kind of product, which is going to play in similar ways, and if you want to know what it's going to be like, well, either you've played the Ursula's Illumineer's Quest, Deep Trouble, so, you know, like that, and if you haven't, honestly, go play it. It's brilliant. It's genuinely awesome. Great way to play Disney Lorcana. So, yeah, that's my advice to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't played Deep Trouble, go play it now. If you have played Deep Trouble, then that is a way you can look at this and go, oh, it's kind of like that. It is worth bearing in mind that that was set 4, and this is set 8. And it's taken this long to get another one. It's probably going to be a while before we get our third Illumineer's Quest. Not to be rude here, but look, it took a while to get from 1 to 2. It's probably going to take about the same time to get from 2 to 3. So I'm not saying that we're not getting this. I would love to get one every set, honestly. But the reality is, it took a long time to get the second Illumineer's Quest. I would expect it to take a while to get the third. So I suppose what I'm saying here is, enjoy this one. We don't know when the next one's going to be. But it's going to be very much like last time, where it's a Jafar, and there's going to be a bunch of exclusive cards, of exclusive artwork, which only work within the Illumineer's Quest. And it's just a cool way to play with your friends. And I'm telling you, if you've got, especially like if you're at a tournament or you're at League and you've got nothing else to do, you're at your locals, you've got half an hour spare, you've not got a tournament rolling on, you don't know what to do, but you know you want to play some Lorcana, that is where Illumineer's Quest absolutely thrives. What else have we got? Well, we got ourselves a look at the booster box. It's cool. It shows us artwork of some Disney characters. We've got Minnie Mouse, we've got Jafar, we've got Rapunzel, we've got Bruno, and we've got Tiana. I'm pretty sure. My daughter's seen The Princess and the Frog and loves it. I've not actually watched The Princess and the Frog yet. I need to get into that, but I had to Google around just to double check, and I'm pretty sure this is one of the outfits Tiana wears in the movie, so I feel pretty good calling it The Princess and the Frog. And then we've got Bruno from Encanto, we've got Rapunzel from Tangled, and we got our old friend Minnie. And this is actually pretty important because it tells you quite a bit about the set. Because we know how it works at this point, right? If they're giving us a new Bruno card, we can expect a bunch of Madrigals. If they're giving us a new Minnie card, and honestly doesn't tell us anywhere near as much, we'll probably get like a Mickey, but honestly, Mickey and Minnie are coming in most of the sets. I wouldn't read too much into that if I were you. But Rapunzel, probably coming with some other cards from Tangled, and Jafar, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, the set's called Reign of Jafar. I think we could all assume there were going to be some Jafar cards in this set. It's going to be a Jafar-focused set. I'm just putting it out there right now, and again, this is not a clairvoyant prediction, and I don't expect much credit when this ends up being true. It's probably going to be a Jafar Enchanted card in this set. I feel pretty confident there's going to be an Enchanted Jafar. There we go. There's my incredibly obvious prediction. But hey, we got it coming, and it's cool. Along very similar lines, we've got ourselves the Trove. And look, we don't have an image of the content of the Trove. That's what I really want right now. I want to see inside it. We can't. They're not showing us. We can see the outside of the Trove. What do we see from the outside of the Trove? Not very much. Like, we can see a bunch of characters, but it's just the same characters I showed you on the booster pack just a second ago. Minnie, Jafar, and Rapunzel on the front, and then Tiana and Bruno on the side. That's it. Sorry. But hey, we are getting a Trove. Is that surprising? No! Because we kind of get it every time. Honestly, the surprising thing is always the extra product. We always get the single-player decks, more on them in a minute. We always get booster packs and Trove and all of that. The one thing that's always interesting here is the extra thing we get, gift set or things along those lines. Well, it's the Illumineer's quest here, Palace Heist. Cool. I'm so hyped for Palace Heist. Seriously, that's the thing I'm really looking forward to from this set. Getting to sit down and play this new Illumineer's quest. I will play it many times. It will be awesome. So what else have we got in terms of products? Well, there's one more kind of product per se, although we have got some accessories to look at as well. We've got ourselves starter decks. And actually, there's something a bit new here. Now, once again, they do include a bonus booster pack. That's kind of the case here. It always has been. And we've got an Amethyst Amber deck featuring Bruno and Tiana, which honestly just reminds me of all of my times trying to make Amethyst Amber aggro work, with not as much success as I would like. But probably the more exciting one is we've got a Ruby Steel deck featuring Mulan and Stitch. We didn't know they were coming, well now we do. Interestingly enough, one of the things I really enjoyed about Arcasia's Island is that they gave us really themed single-player decks. That is to say, one of the decks is Jafar and Iago from Aladdin, and the other one is Belle and Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I'm just a teensy-weensy bit disappointed that we've not stayed along with that. I quite like having the single-player decks having two characters from the same property. I don't think it really matters in the grand scheme of things. I don't think it's terribly important. But I'm going to put it out there. I kind of like it. This makes me kind of happy. I like having the real themed starter decks. And it's a little bit sad that we don't have them here. As a side note, I did do my opening of the Arcasia's Island starter decks just a day or two ago, so do make sure you check that out on this channel. Lovely folks at Ravensburger sent them to me nice and early, and I got to go and have a look, and it was lovely. No news on whether these have dual ink cards. Remember, that was kind of the hook of Arcasia's Island, was that we had dual ink cards in the starter decks as kind of the main cards, but do remember Arcasia's Island has the whole dual ink hook. Whereas by the time, there's going to be dual link cards in Reign of Jafar, I'm sure of it, but it's not the same kind of, hey, look what's new and exciting as we had in Arcasia's Island. The last thing we've got to been shown here is the accessories. We've got deck box and sleeves featuring Mickey and Tinkerbell. Now, of course, Tinkerbell here is, well, the card that is generally referred to as Giant Tink or Big Tink. It is Tinkerbell Giant Fairy from the first chapter. Absolutely iconic card. We've had a playmat for a while now. We got sleeves and a deck box. But we've also got Mickey Mouse Wayward Sorcerer, also a card. that came around in the first chapter. So cool. Now we've got those. Not sure how many of you are desperate for these, and that's absolutely fine, but I kind of like this. These are both cards that really scream Lorcana to me. They seem to be kind of iconic Lorcana cards, especially Giant Tink, so yeah, I love them. Neither of them really jump out as, oh my word, I need to buy these as fast as humanly possible, but I'll probably end up picking them up because I usually do. It's pretty nice. So there we go. Reign of Jafar. We've now had a look at some of the properties which are going to be featured, which is awesome. And we've got confirmation of, frankly, something we expected. I think we all would have been surprised if we didn't have an Illumineer's quest. But the fact that we've got one confirmed is honestly kind of awesome. So now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions, and everything else in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Lorcana and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.